guys, and welcome back to Everyone's Allowed. So today I thought I could talk to you about last Monday, and then after that I could tell you some stuff about myself. So me and my mum went to a new restaurant in Musselburgh last week, and it was beautiful. And I'm going to tell you what we had and how much it was and stuff like that. So last Monday, we went to this new restaurant in Musselburgh called Lido. Now, if you've never been into the Lido in Musselburgh, it's beautiful. It's got bright lights. It's very well thought out, and it's perfect in my opinion. But some other people might say otherwise. I had the spaghetti bolognese, and then for my dessert, I had the chocolate fudge cake. That was okay. It wasn't the best, I have to say. It was okay. It was too rich. Is that the word? But I'm trying to look for it. I think it is. I think what I'm trying to say is it was too much of the dark chocolate. Now, if you know me, you know that I love my chocolate fudge cake. And that wasn't chocolate fudge cake. It was just cake with chocolate sauce on the side of it or on top of it or something. And it was okay, I have to say, as well. But it wasn't the best chocolate fudge cake that I've ever tried because it had too much dark chocolate on it. So for me, I don't think I would get that again. But I liked it. I don't think I'm going to get it again, so we'll try something else the next time. But all in all, I enjoyed my lunch with my mum. Also, I had a milkshake, which was it's so good. Now, if you know me, you know that I love my milkshakes. So this one was supposed to be chocolate, and it was to a certain extent, right? But it wasn't overly chocolatey, which, in my opinion, I think it's best to be like that, because you don't want a hearty chocolate milkshake with your lunch. You could go out for a milkshake with your friends, a really good milkshake out with your friends and stuff like that. So to me, it wasn't the best milkshake that I've ever had, but it was a good milkshake, yes. Now, for my mum's lunch, she had fish and chips, a Coca-Cola, and the tablet sundae. And I tried a little bit of everything that my mum had, and it was really nice. But the tablet sundae was quite good. But once again, not the best. It was really sweet and really sickly. So for me, I don't think I would get that again. But my mum enjoyed it because she's got a really sweet tooth. So as long as she enjoyed it. And all that came to £53.80 for the two of us for lunchtime at the Lido. So it wasn't too bad, and I think I'm going to take care of there at some point. But I'm not very sure when, because I have to make sure that I've got some money in my bank account first before I can go and do that again and splash out on lunch, you know. Because not every day that I can do that with my friends. So we have to limit the time and like see how much money I've got and stuff. But apart from that, it was good. £53.80 it was. I took some photos of the food and the restaurant, just in case you want to see what it looks like and what the food looks like and everything like that. So I've done that for you. So I thought I would tell you a bit about me, seeing you don't know who I am or anything. So hi guys, I'm Reagan. I'm 34 years old. I am in a wheelchair. I have 2 disabilities. One is physical and one is learning difficulty. So let's get right into it. So I have 2 disabilities. One is physical and 2 is a learning difficulty. So let's get right into it. So I thought I would tell you about like my disabilities today. So one of them is physical, like I already said, and one of them is a learning difficulty. Okay? So a learning difficulty is, for me anyway, it might be different for you, but for me, it's for me, it is that I have trouble understanding a lot of things, so I like to ask questions about stuff. Like if I don't understand something, I like to ask questions. And then the other thing about my learning difficulty is I can't read properly. Sorry guys, that's my dog coming into my room. Yeah, so I can't read properly, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better at that. And then I can't spell properly either. And I can't write properly either, as well. But that doesn't stop me from doing what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is talking to you guys, right? So that doesn't stop me. So it's a good thing it doesn't stop me because I like talking to people. As you can tell, I like to say what I think, and yeah, so it's all good. I don't have any worries about that side of things. You know, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me one bit. But let's get over to the other disability. But my other disability is I've had it since, well, I had both of my disabilities since I was born, but you know that I'm in a wheelchair. Let's fix you so you can see. See the back of my wheelchair? Yeah. So, how did I get into a wheelchair? So it's a very long story, so this might be a part 2 to this one. So let's start when I was wee, okay? So my mum and dad noticed like a wee tremble in my foot, like my sister had. My sister's not here anymore with us, unfortunately. So my mum and dad noticed a tremble in my foot, and so they took me to the doctors, and the doctor was like, okay, we're gonna do some tests on her to see why her foot's trembling. But at this point, right, my mum and dad didn't know that my sister had the same condition, because she was born 3 years before me, but she died when she was 2 years old. So it's not the best outcome, but this story will have the best outcome. Just wait for it. So that was that. And then they had like me like not talking, not like doing anything for myself until Dr. Eunson came on the scene. And he was like the best doctor that I could ask for at that time, because at that time I couldn't do anything for myself. I couldn't talk. I couldn't communicate to anybody what I wanted or anything like that. But look at me now, guys, and hi, look, I'm okay now. Well, not okay, but you know, I'm still in a wheelchair. Boo. But that's okay. Oh, and I want to tell you one more thing after this, but that might be in the part 2 video. So that was that, and so Dr. Eunson came on the scene, and this was when I want to say like 3 years old. I might be wrong about that, but we'll just say that just now. So I was 3 years old when Dr. Eunson came on the scene, and my mum and dad were like, oh no, what's happening with her and stuff like that. Anyway, so my mum was like, can you do anything about this? Like, cause her sister had the same thing, and the Dr. Eunson was like, well, we don't know. We're gonna try some things, and we're gonna try some medications and stuff like that. So, skip 2 years later. Yeah, 2 years later. Right, so I was 5 at this time. Tried a lot of different medications and stuff like that for me, and none of them worked until my doctor, Dr. Eunson, said to my mum and dad that we're going to try this new medication. Now, at the time, okay, it was only for Parkinson's patients. Okay, so you have to remember that. So he thought, I'll try this on her, like kind of thing. See how it goes. So my mum and dad brought me back home, tried the medication, and guess what, guys? Ta-da! My mum and dad said it was like turning on a light switch. It was like that, apparently. I can't remember because I was only 5 at the time. but apparently it was like turning on like a light switch. So, and I was twitchy, I was everything, right? And and I've got a funny thing to tell you after, in between this. So I was back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, and back and forward to the doctors, like quite a lot of times in my childhood. Not the best thing that you want in your childhood, but I understood why. Anyway, so I was back and forward and stuff like that, right? So meanwhile, my granny and granddad, bless them, were like doing everything like for me, and like my mum and dad and everybody around me were like doing everything for me because I couldn't do anything. And then when I say anything, I mean anything. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even blink properly, if you like. Anyway, so this one particular day, right? I'm gonna skip ahead a wee bit. So this one day, my mum and dad stayed at the hospital all day with me because there was something wrong. There was something wrong with me, but they didn't know what it was. Anyway, my granny and granddad came to the hospital, came to the sick kids, and stayed overnight with me. Because you were allowed to do that in the days. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore, unfortunately. I'm not very sure. I'll get back to you on that. But on this particular night, they came and my mum and dad went away. I can remember it. It was like so clearly what my granddad and my granny taught me to say for my first word. That was so funny. And like I love my granny and granddad to bits. Like loved them to bits. Loved them to bits. Bless them. So So in the morning when my mum and dad came back, it was at night time. Sorry, it was at night time because when they went away, and so it was at night time when my granny and granddad taught me this word, and my granny, like, I couldn't speak or anything like that. So my granny said to them, go away, she's fine with us, you know, like, she's fine, she's gonna be fine. And like, if there's any trouble, we'll phone you, right, to update you. Anyway, so about like 8 o'clock at night, my mum and dad was going away to get some rest. And then, like, my granny taught me this word. It was so funny, honestly. So my granny taught me to say bugger off. And bless her heart, she was like really funny, and she's like she was like the best granny that I could ask for. Anyway, so my mum and dad were walking away from my bedside and to the door, and it was kind of funny because my granny said to me to tell them to bugger off, right? So that's what I did. I said bugger off to them. And like ever since then, I've always told that story because it reminds me of like the good times that I used to have with my granny and granddad. As I think you know already by this video. But my granny and granddad were like there for me through everything. Like literally through everything. And they were the best granny and granddad ever. But that was really funny. I can't say any more than that. And my mum and dad turned round to say, "What the fuck? What have you just taught our daughter to say?" But they couldn't do anything but bar from laughing, you know? And it was really funny. So that was that. So I just wanted to let you know a wee bit about me. If you have any questions, write them in the comments bit, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. So there's one more thing that I really need to talk to you about this weekend coming up. I think me and Kelly are going to hand the bags out, and we're going to hand them out as well. It's like a wee token card thing. It says everyone's allowed. Everyone's allowed. And then on the back of it says, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So if you get one of them, you're lucky, because there's only so many. I nearly forgot the most important bit, guys. So I just started up my Instagram and my Facebook. Well, everyone's allowed Facebook and Instagram. It's not my personal Instagram. No, I wouldn't do that. But I'm going to start it up properly on the 1st of March. So please look out for that. Okay? I'll show you what it looks like. So this is everybody allowed's Instagram. Can you see? So I've only put one video up just now, because I just wanted to see what it would look like. But this is what it's going to look like, hopefully. With some more pictures and some more videos and stuff like that. And then, can you see the top? Here. See? The wee green circle with everyone's allowed on it. And then I will show you my Facebook, or everyone's allowed Facebook. So this is what the Facebook page is going to look like, guys. So it has green and gold on it. And if you want to follow me, I will be doing it on the 1st of March. So if you want to go and do that, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And then it will look like that, but with more photos on it and stuff, and videos. So hopefully it will look nice, with more pictures and videos. Okay? So I think that's it today, guys. Thank you for watching my videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.